everyone, Soundwave884. In this video, I'm just going to talk about the new Haslab reveal and give you my thoughts on that and the live stream in general, and just in some of the feedback on it and things like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm kind of break this down in parts. And first thing I want to do is talk about, was the Haslab reveal a letdown? I put that in my thumbnail. Was it a letdown? Overall, I feel like the live stream itself was, yes, a letdown. And that's because I was hoping for more. It's not because the Haslab itself was a letdown. It's just because the live stream overall was a letdown to me. Because being a Transformers Tuesday and instead of Haslab, I thought, well, maybe they'll do other things besides just talk about the Haslab. This being the 40th anniversary of Transformers, especially from G1, I was hoping for some more reveals. Now, we're getting a lot of drip-fed leaked content online. We've seen the upcoming Trailbreaker from the Studio Series 86 Selects 5-pack. We still haven't seen anything with the Hound. We've seen that rendered image like 2 years ago, and we haven't seen anything else about that since then. And we do know what he's going to look like, because we have seen the other figure released in Legacy. Just a couple days ago, Wheeljack was shown off. Someone had found that online. So we've seen what the Wheeljack's will look like, the Studio Series 86. See, they're pretty much moving towards the cartoon accuracy with that, and kind of jettisoning any of that clear plastic, translucent plastic. Kind of hoping the live stream would do more than just the Haslab. Show us those officially rendered from them. Show maybe a prototype or one of the figures in hand. Show us some other upcoming Transformers as well. We know there's got to be a Studio Series 86 swoop sometime coming down the line. And then, even since this happened, the very next day, today, when I'm filming this video, because I'm filming this video about 36 hours past the actual live stream event for the Haslab. We've got another one of the Rock Lords, the Rock characters. This is Shard. He is a helicopter, but he's like this aqua green and blue color, where he looks pretty cool, honestly. I'm still haven't bought any of the other ones, and I probably won't get this guy either. But he looks decent. It looks like an interesting Transformer. If I did get any of these three Rocky Transformers they've shown so far, this would be the one I would pick up. So that's where I feel the live stream is filled. Because next time we get a Transformers Tuesday, once we reveal new stuff and show it to us, we're going to be like, it's going to be another letdown, because we've already seen these things. We've seen the renders online. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to review one of these figures overseas as well. We're going to get a review. We've already got, I think, a review of the leaked, first off, the Bumblebee Sunstreaker concept. I think there's already a review of him online from somebody. So we know we're going to end up seeing reviews of Transformers that will get officially revealed later down the line. And it's happened before, it'll happen again, and it's always going to be a letdown, because there's already going to be things we've already seen and we know about. It's nothing new. And the other part of my letdown from that is the fact that a lot of people were hoping for G1. Myself included. I was wanting something G1 related out of this Haslab. A lot of people were thinking Primus, and go with Unicron, the first Transformers Haslab, and that would fit. But only make that thing the same size as Unicron, with inflation that has occurred over these past like 3.5-4 years, whenever they revealed this guy. The previous $600 price tag is probably going to be $700 or more, and there's probably less chance of maybe getting that funded. A lot of people will go, I'll just get the third party that's online. They'll get the studio cell version of Primus to go with that, which is a lot smaller, and also is also cheaper. Because being 40th anniversary of Transformers, it's 40 years of Transformers, but they're celebrating all Transformers in 40 years. It's the 40th anniversary from G1. I just feel like with the 40th anniversary from G1, we're not getting very much G1 out of anything this year in this line. We're getting just a little bit of G1 sprinkled in, which I guess is good, because G1 has been done to death, I would say, the past 15 years. It is time to try to do other series, other characters, which is fine. It saves my wallet, unless there's something they do that looks really good. So that's a good thing. But as this on the 40th anniversary of G1, you would think they would go a little heavy-handed on some G1 stuff. So let's move on to the actual Haslab and talk about that itself. The Haslab Omega Prime. We got Optimus Prime, we got Ultra Magnus, and we get a whole new character out of Ultra Magnus's gun. We get Blue Bolts, and so they make it a whole new weaponizer or armorizer, or whatever they call this guy. So it's a gun that transforms into a brand new character. So For this set, we're getting pretty much 2 commander class or leader class size transformers, and we're getting a deluxe class transformer. Blue Bolts is 5 3/4 inches tall. Optimus Prime is like 8.5 inches tall, but in his super mode, he's like 12 inches tall, something like that. And Ultra Magnus is like 11.5 inches tall. And then when you combine Ultra Magnus with Optimus Prime, then they're like 13.5 inches tall. And it's going to be pretty much legacy, Minosaur height is the height of like Victory Saber when he's all combined up and everything. Out of this set here, we're getting a little more bang for our buck than we did with, say, with Victory Saber or the Source. This set does cost more, so you are going to pay more for this set. So the Optimus Prime, it looks just like, these figures look just like they did when they were released in 2001. And that is because it's the same designer who is designing these Transformers. He is updating the designs, making it now more for nowadays Transformers, adding in more articulation. They are removing the electronics. People who love electronics and Transformers, they are out of these figures. But more articulation and more stability is in. They showed it off in live stream. Optimus Prime, instead of having electronics in his backpack, now when he wants to go to that super mode, the backpack can transform down and give him more of a stronger core to give him more stability and hold his weight. They've also taken the rubber tires and jettisoned them out, so we're getting plastic ABS tires. So they said that way it will last a lot longer than the rubber tires that can disintegrate over time, warp, disintegrate, all that stuff over time. So this is going to last longer down the line for their tires. Now the overall cost of this Haslab is $249. I don't know if there's 99 cents added in or not. I have to go back and relook at that. It's $249 for us, $250 for this Haslab. We're getting pretty much 2 figures that are going to be leader class or bigger height, and we're getting a deluxe class transformer. So it's 3 transformers for $250. Is that worth it? We gotta remember, you can't base these off on your regular prices you would see in store, because these are limited runs. They're crowd-funded projects, and these molds they have to design everything. They're based on if you're going to pay this. So what I'm guessing is they figured they could not make these 2 guys, which first they could have made these 2 as just regular release commander class transformers with a combining gimmick where you can combine them together down the line, first like they did back in the day. And adding that together, now what commander class is $90, that'd be $180. I'm pretty sure Blue Bolts would not be included. He'd just be the gun. He would not transform the transformer. So you'd be paying $180 plus tax and all that just for 2 transformers that can combine. So that is $60 to $70 cheaper than what we're paying now. So you say we're paying $70 to get a Blue Bolts, but they're probably doing more work on it this way than they would have in the commander class releases. They're probably adding in more stuff. It's going to have more articulation or more stability, blah, blah, blah. You don't know. Now we're getting that Optimus Prime. You got the command center from the back of the fire truck. It's got what? It's like a 15-inch high ladder and stuff. It's really cool. And also in the ladder itself, back in the day, I think they made like Diaclone. You see the little figures in there. Now you can take your Prime Masters or your Titan Masters, and they will now fit inside that ladder at the bottom and at the top, they said. So now we can take some leftover Titan Masters from the old Titan Turns lines, and we can fit them into this figure. So that's some playability with past lines. That's something they didn't have to do, but it's a good thing they did do. So like I say, if people are going to play with it like the actual toy, you got playability. If you want to put the stuff up for display, you want to display a little Titan Master in there, we got that as well. So that's something they didn't have to do, which is appreciated there. Now for your unlocks. At 10,000, you have to get 10,000 people to hit this to back it. All right, we're already halfway there. In just over 24 hours, we're halfway there, 50% of the way funded. Will this get funded? It looks like it can, but it could be heavy-handed at the beginning. Everybody who really wants this has already backed it, and then it could just do an extreme slowdown and not hit that 10,000. But I'm pretty sure this is probably going to hit that 10,000 mark. And if it does, we get our first unlock tier, and that is going to be a 23.5-inch Matrix Blade accessory. They showed it off. It is a humongous sword for this character to wield. And then you hit your next one. I think it's 13,000. And you hit your unlock number 2, which is 2 combinable global space bridge display base pieces. And they showed off. It actually, you can put these 2 together and make like a road where you can take them in vehicle mode, have a roll over it. You can separate them. Ultra Magnus on one, Optimus Prime on the other. So you get 2 display bases, or you can put it together and make like a roadway. And that's something they actually did with that Origins wheeljack they're doing. The little shield that comes up a wheeljack can actually come off and be like part of a road for him to drive on, which is really cool that they're making things that you don't always have to have on the figures be another kind of accessory. So the accessory doubles as two different things. That's a nice thing to do as well. Now we still have 43 days to back this, probably 42 by the time this really gets uploaded. People start watching it. I'm pretty sure this will get backed. I wonder what the other unlocked tiers are. Will we hit that 13,000, go past that, and be able to maybe do a third unlocked tier? We'll have to see how well this gets funded or how well this gets backed. Now moving on to some of the complaints on this. When this live stream was gone, the complaints in the comments were outrageous. It was complaints that people are hating on it left and right. And one of the biggest things was because it's not G1. That's understandable. I understand where they're coming from because that's kind of like that too. I wanted something G1, but I see where they're going with this. This is a series that brought, you know, Car Bots, brought the G1 feel back to Transformers. We went from G1, G2. We got Beast Wars, Beast Machines. We did get Machine Wars wedged in there a little bit. There's a lot of reuse of G2 Transformers though. And then we moved on to Car Bots, Robots in Disguise 2001, came over, and I reinvigorated the old G1 feel. We got some nice Transformers, got some electronics and stuff, we got rubber tires, we got some, you know, pretty heavy and hefty transforming figures. With not too much articulation like G1, a little bit more than we got back in G1. So they're nice, they brought it back in the forefront. And I do have a soft spot for 2001 RID. Just for the fact that I had surgery in 2001, and a lot of my get well, like gifts and stuff, were figures from this line. I still have the Optimus Prime and the Ultra Magnus to this day. I did sell a lot of the other ones, like a Prowl and Sideburn and X-Bron, which I wish I didn't. I wish I'd kept them, but I sold them. So this line has a soft spot for me. Other complaints were just, you know, off the wall. It sucks. It's a re-release. I don't know where they got its re-release from, just for the fact that it looks just like the old one. That's because it's the same designer. And seriously, if they changed the look and made it something totally new, people would have crapped all over that as well. It looks nothing like it used to. Now it looks just like it used to. So there's no win, really, depending on each person. Somebody wants to look like it, somebody wants it to be changed up. There's no win there. So that was one of the other big complaints I saw for this. And they even compared in the live stream it was the past Optimus Prime and all that. And this new version is bigger and also has more articulation, electronics. And so people who are saying it's a re-release, it's the same old, they just didn't watch the live stream. They see the pictures, looks just like the old one. They just make the assumption it's the old one re-released. I'm sure there's other complaints. I'm not going to go through them because people can like what they don't like. But I mean, the fact that if you don't like it, someone else probably does. You know, one man's trash, another man's treasure. One man's G1 and someone else's not G1, whatever. Somebody's going to like this. Like I say, it looks good. I might fund this. I might not. I got 40 plus days to make my decision. I'll have to see how things progress. So overall, that's my thoughts on the Haslab and the Transformers live stream in general. I was let down for the fact that this is the only thing they showed. I was hoping that they would show more. Was I upset that this wasn't G1 for the Haslab? I was let down a little bit, but I'm not that bummed over that. I'm like, as long as I get some more G1 characters. I know we're getting a Gears. I'll have to see more G1 mini bots coming. So I wish I had just finished the original G1 run from like 84 through 87. Maybe some of the 88s thrown in. Anyway, what do you think of the Haslab? Let me know down in the comments below. And I hope I didn't rant and rave for too long in this video. I was trying to get quick. I actually was going to make this video a lot earlier. And I spent all day, trying to figure out how to do this video. Should I do a voiceover of a picture? Should I do it on camera? I even recorded it already, but I did it while I was working. And I was driving. And then I listened to the audio. I went to do the edit, and the audio was pure crap. You just hear everything rattling in the car, which I didn't think it would pick up all that up. It picked it all up. So this is like my third re-recording of this video overall. So thanks for watching. Until next one. Peace out.